Hey guys, welcome to the first ever interesting tournament breakdown you're about to see for Rainbow Six Siege. Now, I'm only partially joking, just partially. This is Taco here for the Real Ghoulish Intent, so let's get into it. First, the tournament that we entered into is an open siege series that takes place every Sunday. It's free, it's open to any platform, and best of all, you don't have to be a platmate, so any rank can join. So if any of y'all are interested, all you need is a team and something very, very important. The Faceit account. Once you have all of that set up, you're good to go. And we will see you on the battlefield. The gameplay that you are about to see is from our team's very first tournament, or tourneys as we like to call them. The goal is to hopefully help some people by giving them valuable info for people that are struggling in Siege, or people who might be on teams themselves. So if you are afraid of learning, if you are afraid of becoming big brain just like me and the baby, you can click off, or you could comment down below, let's go, or the baby moment. Both of those are acceptable. So starting off, we have the warm-up. This is very important. This is a 2-day process. It's like being an athlete. Take swimming, for example. If you are going into a competition the next day, you're not eating nothing but straight chili the day before. No. First, don't swim the day before the competition. 2, eat healthy and relax. You don't want to burn yourself out before doing something that you need to be your best at, for who knows how long. If you do this, it can leave you distasteful with the material. So, for us, we did not play Siege Saturday night. But when the day came, you best believe that we were playing our hardest.
Nice. Dude.
Now, it may not look like we were playing our best. In fact, at some points, it kind of looks like we were playing a different game.
Nomad AK?
Oh, that. I'm gonna go Cali.
Oh yeah. Crouch. Oh yeah, yep, okay.
Shot it.
Oh, but by the way, no leading. No.
Oh god.
Got him!
Wow.
But this method works, ladies and gentlemen, and it is okay when you lose before you play a match, because what matters is that you bring your best to the tournament. But blimey, this ain't a top 10 tricks video to help you play better tournaments. No, this is a tournament breakdown and commentary. Here we are, baby. We matched up against Soul Society, which we later learned to be a complete unit of plats. Now, there are a few rules. You cannot have Blood Orchid, Emberize, Valkyrie, or Twitch Elite skins. If you do, your team will be sent to the Nether with no diamond armor. This is facts, folks. No, I am joking. Your team is just disqualified. And 2, yeah, that's it. Next, after you say your hellos in chat, or in my case, inserting late 1980 movie references, we go banning of the maps. This goes a bit different
Then regular ranked/unranked
gameplay. Instead, the game picking 3 maps to choose from, you have all of the ranked rotation maps, which allows the teams to have more justly mapped. You do this via process of elimination and Soviet propaganda. Once you have picked, and you pick Oregon because obviously that's the best one to go, you friend the opposite team's leader and you get the custom game set up and ready to go.
Oh my god! Okay, it's happening!
I don't feel the need to explain how operator banning works. They ban Thatcher, we ban Ace, we ban Mira, they ban Valkyrie. Now, finally, we are in the game. What we have all been training for. It's time to clap some T-Hunt bots. That happen to be plats, and none of us are the rank of platinum, so this ought to be good. It's 0-0. We're cracking jokes, having fun, and getting hyped up.
Doesn't matter, don't open my stream, we're gaming.
Yeah. We gaming, boys. We're gaming, boys.
That's the fastest I've went from map bans to in-game. Not gonna lie.
We find the objective, spawn in, and make our first mistake. Mason went off on his own. Now, this video isn't trying to trash my teammates, Ron Swanton style. Actually, I want to make sure that I am taking the most responsibility here. So, Mason went off on his own to find Vigil. Now, the problem with that is for a second, I went to go with him. The underlying problem here is not room clearing. It is a state of fear that I was in. You see, because Soul Society are plats, they put at least 3 members of us on edge. This is why programs like R6 Tracker and R6 Analyst are a stumbling block for so many players, because right off the bat, it tells you what the percentage of your team winning is. It told us that we had 100% chance of losing, along with the fact that there were 4 plats on that team. Stat tracking programs are very helpful, and it bears fruit, but if used incorrectly, it can make your game or make it go downhill. Sorry for that little rant right there. So with that, I head to bunk big window, as we call it, and I shoot a bit into the barricade. This isn't bad, but what I should have been doing was going straight to attic wall, but because I was already sidetracked by my own fear, I lost sight of what I needed to do. And this is the reason why having a plan every round is so important. Finally, I get back on track and yeet my way over to attic wall where I attempt to open it. Keyword on attempt, by the way, because next I forget to aim around the corner, and by that time, it was too late. So Jaeger will take the second kill. Wait, did I say second? Yes, I did. Jaeger previously took out Buck, B-Ram Pawns. I didn't point this out because this is how it went over my head. If Jaeger's position was a little bit more in my head, I would have remembered and taken the kill. Next, Mason was taken by Vigil, who he was trying to sniff out. So right now, the roamers have picked us off one by one, and it's a 2v5. We're separated. Hellfire will get dropped while he was trying to reconnect with his teammate, followed by Lettuce.
Pushing up behind you.
There's pushing out.
The last one. It's 0-1 them. Boat has 3 kills, Sake has 1, and Dorier has 1. Alright, so we spawn in. They went basement, so Mason and I tried to take small tower, and we get DDoSed. They take the game and move on. Thanks for watching.
This one is over.
Huh? You guys just got pranked. It was just a lag spike. But look out, I take shots from what I thought was mine. I hopped on the cam that I placed in bathroom hall. I saw no one, and pre-fired the living daylights out of bathroom wall. Not trying to get a frag, but just to get them scared and run away. I hop back on my cam and see Malusi walking into dining room. In hopes of catching her off guard, I try to intercept with Immerse Focus. But while this was going on, Mason was on his drone trying to find where that guy went.
One's going upstairs.
And when you get zoned out like that, you tend to not hear critical information like that. So surprise, surprise, she was not there. So always stay attentive to what your team is saying. They are here to help you. The going off on your own only works if the opposing team has bad roam defense. Soul Society had the best I've ever seen. So going back and seeing what our team did wrong, I see a common denominator, and that's me. I'm not taking the entire load for this, but when you are on a team, you win as a team, and when you lose as a team. There is no my team is bad, because you made yourself the team. So yes, things happen, but I had no one to say to me, hey, get back on track with the team. So after clearing dining room and kitchen, I go down the hall to meeting room, where we said we were going to push. But at this time, Hellfire was dealing with the Jaeger, who was in meeting room.
Check meeting. Check meeting.
But since I was zoned in on one thing, I didn't have the context. So I just barged into meeting room, cleared both doorways, and opened up hatch. But Jaeger was previously holding the sandbag corner. And when I go to pop hatch, I move right into his previous line of sight. And by grace alone, Jaeger wasn't there. But if he was, that would have been a kill that would impact the round. I pop the hatch while Hellfire goes to clear outside the meeting room. He gets shot at from garage.
On me, on me.
He gives the call out and ping. I swing and crack the first kill of the round and of my tournament career. But it was celebrated for less than a second because right after that, Jaeger dream teleported right behind me and dropped me like his apology. Sorry. Pollen really does some weird stuff to you. My bad. Anyways, Hellfire takes Jaeger, and this is not a bad spot to be in. It's a 4v3, we got 1:06 left on the clock, but we lacked the mobilization to make it happen, and unfortunately everyone was put down almost at once. It left Mason at a 1v4, Sake takes him by a pixel, leaving him at 4, Boat at 4, Ghouls at 1, and Dyer at 1. Which at this point shouldn't be very surprising. We were very, very outmatched, and it would take a lot of time for us to break through their defenses. There's a point in a game where you should switch off of your main and go a comfort up. Now at this moment, it was not a good move. Our goal was to take Red Tower, and as the support player of the team, my job is to have a hard breacher or wall denier in my control. Now, going gridlock is not helpful to opening up walls, so if you are in that position where you've been dying as a specific operator, it might not always be that operator is failing you. It might just be a coincidence. So pay attention to when you're needed on a specific task. But in this case, this was completely out of the ordinary. They opened up attic wall as a sightline, and they played it perfectly. I swing in and get capped by the Jaeger down the hall, and right after that, Lettuce gets taken out as well. And this left us with 3 teammates. Then, slowly in Revenge of the Sith style, we were slowly picked off, with ghouls popping off with a 3k, leaving Soul Society with a total of 15 kills when we had a total of 2. You can see that there is already a pattern with these rounds. It is that we get picked off one by one, in which is a very effective strategy, so much so that Blurt, who is a good player, isn't getting any kills due to the fact that he is a support/anchor player who sees no action because the roamers are feasting on us like it's Thanksgiving. Sadly, pretty much the same thing happened. Mason dies to Jaeger, who was spawn peeking Hellfire, trades with Malusi, and Wamai takes B-Rams. While this was happening, I was trying to do some really cool sick parkour. About 1 minute into the round, we had only one person still alive. Here at the end, I say,
Dude, it's almost like we forgot how to win.
A little bit.
Winning? What's that? Who's he?
Oh.
and this is not what I need to be saying. Now sure, everybody agreed. I mean, that's what was happening. But you do not need to make a culture of losing on the team. It doesn't help you get back to the winning statehood. Alright, it's gonna be tough if we want to come back from this. It's a 4-0 lead, and we just need to keep on trying until we get a win. Sake is disconnected due to a Uplay connection error, which means that we had to restart the entire game. And yes, from the very start. But this video would be too long. And if I'm being honest, I wouldn't have even taken this route on making this video. So, we were nice and said, hey, we'll just throw for you until it got to 4-0. So think of this being halftime, where the winning team gets to obliterate the losing team in a friendly knife fight.
Throwing flashes! Flash everybody!
I can't see.
I can't see.
You got recorded. Oh, the jukes.
Oh!
Going to plant.
Alrighty folks, we are back in the game where Soul Society is Bill, can I say this? Best not words can't describe this. Let's get to the highlights of the match. But no, this was the turning point where we started to kind of figure things out. And we had a spearhead that we were ready to launch. And we did it. And for the first time, it was a 2v2, where we could have had it. But remember what I said about Blurt. He's a good player. We got rid of their roam, but we had never seen their anchors. So the rest of the team kind of folded their hand. So what I want to say is that just because someone, at first, doesn't have too much kills, does not mean that they are bad. Same thing goes for rank. Just because they have a lower rank than everyone else, does not mean that they cannot handle themselves. I mean, Blurt is a gold too. By no stretch of the imagination is he a low rank, but somehow I was thinking that he was their weak link. So, that's on me. This round was an interesting one, because these last rounds are the times where we could have taken them. But then this happened.
There's a Malusi on me somewhere. I don't know where this Malusi is, guys. I think Malusi's up top.
Where I didn't say anything like, hey, I'm outside the site, let's go for a push. Hellfire said he thought he heard Malusi, which made me fall back from my position. Because it was a wild goose chase, we found no one, which made us have to make up for lost ground. Which made us rush into site and get caught up in every angle. I'm not sure, but I believe that Smoke was in CCTV, and Malusi happened to be on the drone hole that Hellfire gets taken out by. I run over and take the diffuser and try to plant behind the box. A nitro cell lands next to me. I take it out, and then I try to plant again, which if I stuck the plant, I probably would have been able to make it. But I decide to pre-fire the smoke, and I end up running back to the kitchen entrance, which is a huge hallway that has the concealment of Barney hiding behind a tree. And Smoke tosses a toxic babe right where I was planting, and both Pons and I get gas. We lose to the smoke, and we lose the round after Mason goes down to Vigil. Again, we had this round, but it was me who went back to the Isle of Death. Also, they had a good hold on the site, even if it was completely open. Alright, so it's not looking good for us. It's 6-0 them. We have a total of half the kills as they do, but look where we are now. Everyone on the opposite side has died at least one time. So now, we are looking to get ballsy, just trying to see if we can get anything off of them. And this is not a bad thing, giving them a rough time when they're trying to get into the building. But Sake is overall better than me, and the Ash steamrolled me like a new parking lot. Right now, we're at a 3v3. A minute 40 left on the clock. Will we pull it together in time? And will we take the win? It's 2v2. Whatever they take from us, we take back from them. And then, Sledge comes down the front stairs and takes Lettuce, which gives them Site A, and leaves Hellfire to go down by Iona. This is truly a GG easy moment. This struck hard. It's always hard to get swept. I mean, for 13 straight seconds, we were silent. It was hard on all of us, but you know what? The only thing I was thinking was at this point, dang, I can't wait to get into another tournament. Even after losing pretty bad, to say the least. But sometimes the worst feeling can be the best, because at this moment, I know that we need to get better. So if I could say anything, if you ever find yourself in this situation, always focus on giving callouts, block fear and paranoia, and be respectful to your teammates and your opponents. You never know what it might do. I mean, look at Soul Society. They are completely better. We have nothing on them. By the way, we are good friends after this, and like, they are some pretty cool people. Anyways, I get this might not be the clickbaity videos that you're used to seeing, because we're not champions. Because sometimes we lose, and that's just a thing that happens. But we will be back on June 27th. So if you are interested in watching, we will be streaming it on the channel. So subscribe, and we will see you guys out there. Just remember, the baby moment.
This one is over. Thank you for watching.
Now, there are a few rules. 1, you cannot have Blood or Kate Emberize, Valk, or Twitch Elite skins. If you do, your teammate of your choosing will be sent to the Nether with no diamond armor. And this is facts, folks. Listen, I am on fire right now. That is why there are just fire trucks everywhere, just about to, you know, hose this place down. So hot. You know, my future is so bright, like, I have to wear shades, like, all the time, you know? It's like, you know, there's just something inside of me, you know? It just, you know, it completely captivates me. I don't know. Just seems like, you know, something that's me, you know? Wait, where were we?
I'ma go and grab a taco. I can finally play some Siege now. Thanks for all the love. Like, subscribe, and drop a comment. Wondering, will they share this video?